It's time to avenge myself. I failed my quiz yesterday, but today I got a chance to right what has been wrong. Today we're doing the Lord of the Rings most mentioned characters. So to top 50 most mentioned characters in the Lord of the Rings books. So there are going to be characters in here that were not in the movies. I have 15 minutes. Let's fire this one up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Frodo. All right, so obviously Frodo's first. Let's knock out some hobbits here. Bilbo. Sam. Pip. Merry. We're also going to have some of those other hobbits. You have Fatty Bolger. You got Rosie Cotton. You got, oh, not in the top 50, but in there. Tom Cotton. Farmer Cotton. Okay, there we go. Is there any other hobbits? I mean, like, Gollum, you could kind of say is kind of like a hobbit. River folk. Any other hobbits? No, I don't. That should be it for hobbits. Maybe I'll just throw Sackville Baggins. There we go. We got Lotho, Sackville Baggins. Okay, yeah, Bilbo's a little bit annoyed at Lotho, Sackville Baggins. Well, Frodo's father was Drogo, not Drago, Drogo. All right, that didn't make it. All right, moving on. Let's do the rest of the fellowship. So Gandalf, Aragorn. Interesting that Gandalf was mentioned more than Aragorn. I guess it's not that big of a surprise. Pip, I got Pip and Merry, obviously. Gimli, Legolas, and Boromir. Let's try to go chronologically in the story. I don't think... All right, Gildor. So think about like when they left the Shire. So Gildor was kind of prominent there. Would Nazgul be one of them? The Witch King. Oh, okay. Gildor. Then you have, once you get to Rivendell, Elrond. Oh, Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil wasn't on there? Tom Bombadil. How is Tom Bombadil not there? Wow. Okay. So I guess Goldenberry wouldn't be there. Yeah, the old man or old Willow. What else? All right. Who else is big in Rivendell? Is anyone really notable in Rivendell? Oh, Glorfindel. And I know it's more of the movie, but we'll do Arwen there. Oh, Arwen, okay, didn't quite make it. Anyone else? Yeah, Círdan wouldn't have been up there. Okay, all right, moving on. So the ring goes south. Goblin King was obviously from Hobbit. Well, now is where Saruman starts to come into play. And I might as well mention Grima for Rohan here. But first, we gotta go Durin's. Well, Durin itself. Oh, Durin. Okay, Durin's Bane. No, there's no other real character in Moria. Would Balin be mentioned? Oh, Balin almost was in there. Glowin? Yeah, Glowin was mentioned a lot. Gimli, son of Glowin. Did they actually call back to Thorin? No, Thorin. Oh, 7. Okay. I didn't want to get any ads on this, so I'm kind of cut off here as the list keeps growing. Thorin has mentioned 7 times. Okay. Keep going. They pop out of Moria into Lothlorien. So Galadriel, Celeborn, Haldir. Pretty much it for that. Then they go over to, well, then they keep going down the river a bit. They have the breaking of the Fellowship. I know Lurtz is just from the movie. I'll just mention some orcs here. Gothmog, no. Oh crap! What's that other orc? It wasn't Lurtz, but it was an actual orc from the books. That was kind of like the leader of, was it the Uruk-hai? But no, it was one of the prominent orc leaders. I don't think that would be in there. Wouldn't be most mentioned. Hopefully I'm not missing one there. Okay, then they start to split. It's a while before Sam and Frodo hit others, so we got, you know, let's start doing Rohan. Theoden. Let's see, Theodred. Did Theodred get up there? No. Eomer, Eowyn. Let's try all the ones. Erkenbrand, no. Hama's 22, almost on there. Hirgon, no. Grimbold, no. Okay, I guess that's maybe it for the good guys in Rohan. Moving on, you have Faramir. Meanwhile, and any other of Faramir's buddies help him out here? Let's do Sauron, obviously. Mouth Sauron, no. Who else is there with Faramir's buds? Anborn? No, he wouldn't be on there. All right, so let's go over to Gondor then. You have Denethor, Prince Imrahil, shows up Baragond. This mother... No. Who else would be there? Who'd be leading like the Whites? Or the dead men of Dunharrow? Oh, I skipped over the Ents. Treebeard, Beachbone. No, that might be it for the Ents, to be honest. Why here? No. Just mention some eagles here. No, none of them are going to get mentioned. What about Eldon and Elra here? No. They're not really in Lord of the Rings that much. Was it mentioned Isildur? Yeah, okay. Elendil, okay, so they're calling back a decent amount. Isildur, Elendil. Morgoth is the same. No. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, now this is getting a little bit tough. And you have the Witch King. The Watcher in the Water? No. Not that many females. Rosie's mentioned more than Arwen. Elfhelm? No. All right, now I'm trying to dig through a bit here. Who am I missing with 88 mentions and 70 mentions? This feels like a lot. Like, once you get down to like characters that were necessarily present. Celebrimbor? No. Feanor? No. Radagast? No. I'm gonna silence that. I was going to Hobbit characters. Oh, this might be it. I feel like this is 35 out of 50. Something about missing 15, because I missed 15 in the Pokemon one too. Who am I missing? Oh, come on. Arathorn? 22. Okay. Elwing? No. Elros. Luthien, 23. Interesting. Baron? Stain Ironfoot? No. Who? I don't think that like many of the Ainur are going to be mentioned that much. Oh, they're prominent dwarves. These were also like, it's much easier to mention anyone that was in the movies prominently. I feel like I'm missing an entire plot line here. Okay, in the Scouring of the Shire, who else was the other, like, was it just Tom Cotton? No. I think there was another Hobbit that helped get everything going at the Scouring of the Shire. This might be it. I actually think I might give up on this one. I don't feel as bad about this one.
Game over. You suck.
Oh, okay, here we go. First of all, Goldberry. I thought I did Goldberry. Oh, Farmer Maggot. Farmer Cotton distracted me from Farmer Maggot. Uglook, that was the orc I was thinking about. Hamfast Gamgee, okay. Shagrat, I didn't think of that one. Shelob, Grishnak, another orc. Barlaman Butterbur, 88 times. I went too fast through that initial part of the story. Gorbag, Knob, okay. I should have thought about the orcs more. Aerol the Young is interesting. Bill Fernie, again, you know, bad guy from the same time frame as Butterbur. Bill the Pony. Varda, interesting. Varda actually got more than any other Ainur. I didn't realize that. Okay. 70%, 52% was the average. Okay, so I failed, but it was at least a little bit better than... Although I was better than the average for the Pokemon one, too. All right, that's it, though. 2 and 2. Subscribe for more trivia.